From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention? Weird science, elastic tubes and pots and pans, bits and pieces and magic from my hand.
The video you're about to watch is driven by a thread on the hammockfarms.net on how to make your own sil nylon, how to make regular ripstop nylon waterproof. And they take the clear silicone tubing of caulk type stuff and mix it up with some mineral spirits to get a nice wet consistency. Soak the tarp or nylon or whatever you have in that for a few hours to get it to impregnate the silicone into the nylon, and thereby, after it dries, making it waterproof. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I thought about this whole process. I don't like chemistry. Not wanting to mix a bunch of chemicals, even though it's just regular silicone, clear, and mineral spirits. I don't like the idea of the mineral spirits, paint thinner and all that, the fumes and whatnot. And the method I did come up with may or may not take care of that problem, I don't know. There's, toward the end of the thread, I forget who posted it, but he mentioned you can buy in a gallon jug concrete and brick latex sealer. That got me thinking about, what about something that's already pre-made? So what I came up with, and I'm trying it right now, it's been soaking for about 30 minutes, is I went to the store and got some, was going to get some Rain-X liquid that you pour in your washer fluids in your car, your reservoir, to spray on the windshield to help keep bugs off. And it also beads up the water, which I'm thinking is going to work. So what I did was, I took myself one of my little Ziploc containers I had left over for whenever I was making a honey pot cook system. I had one of these left over. So I put it in about 5 o'clock and it's going on 5:30 now, so I'm going to let that sit. Just soak it up for a couple hours, constantly shake it and keep it agitated a little bit. After a few hours, couple hours, I might let it sit overnight, I don't know. I'll let you know what happens as the video progresses, but I'm going to let it soak for as long as I want it to. I'm going to dry it out, and I'm going to do a test with a bowl, rubber band, and some water, see if it'll hold water for several hours. If it doesn't, that tells me it's waterproof. This will take care of my worry for mixing chemicals. It's pre-made, you don't have to dilute it. Soak your nylon tarp, whatever you're going to soak and whatever you're trying to make waterproof. Soak it in there for a couple hours. Keep it agitated. I'm going to find me a wooden piece of wood or something and stir it up really good. And we'll see how it works out. Okay, it's 6:30 and I took out the test nylon sample out of the solution at 6, and within about 30 minutes it was pretty dry. I took some paper towels and I rolled it onto itself like that in layers and squeezed out most of it. Still a little damp to the touch, not too bad. So like I said, it's 6:30 now. It sat in the solution from 3 until 6. From 3 until 6, that was just a sample solution. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let that sit for about another hour or two, and then I'll break out another container of some sort and I'll test the water proofness of the material, if you want to call it that. That's fine. Just going to see how waterproof it really is. I'm going to stretch it over a tub with rubber band or string or something, get it kind of tight with a little divot in the middle, pour some water and see if any soaks through. If it doesn't, hey, I can always pour the Rain-X into my truck and clean my windows with it. No loss. It was only $3. So for right now, this is our test subject number 1 with the Rain-X material. Actually, it was the Prestone version of the Rain-X. Okay. (9:15 p.m.) Now this test go for the feel test. Doesn't feel much different. Doesn't smell much different. Now I have to put in a little divot here. Got that rubber band underneath that lip. We'll pour a little bit of water in here. Hopefully it'll hold up. All right. Here's 1 cup of water. A little bit more than a cup. I'm going to pour it in here. Now I can tell already it's not going to do it. I can tell already the waters did not beat up. No, this isn't going to work. I'm still going to go for it. Yep, it's dripping. This is not working. You can see it right there. This did not work. Not focusing either. There we go. Well, that's my first strike. It's not going to work. Yep, not waterproof. So, as the Mythbusters would say, that's a result, so that's successful. Any result's a good result, and that result was it did not work. Every great success starts with at least one failure. That's my first failure. So we know that the Prestone version of Rain-X bug remover that you pour liquid into your windshield wiper reservoir to keep the bugs clean from your windshield doesn't work on fabric. Now this was a gallon size. It cost $3. They do make an actual Rain-X that you have a pump spray that what you can do is spray it onto your windows and wipe it in, and that gives you a nice clean clear shield that the water beads up on. But that's too expensive to try to do a tarp on. So I may have to go with what they said on hammockforum.net and go with the clear silicone caulk and can of mineral spirits. We'll try that. That'll be my next test. I'll go back to Home Depot and get some of that tomorrow and test another fabric. I won't use this one because I want to have a plain, untreated scrap of fabric that we'll test. So we'll try that tomorrow. But right now, that particular version does not work.
From my heart and from my hand, people understand my intention.